What up, y'all? If you don't know by now, it's Rome B, aka Scotty Trippin, aka the Great Barbino. I'm joined here with my co-host, Tej, Living Proof.
I ain't got no fire nickname yet, but it's on the way.
That's cool. I mean, like, cause Tej is one syllable, so it's like
Just gotta like roll off. It's easy to remember too, so it's like fuck it. Tej.
straight to the point. But hey, you're tuned in once again to the slow burn.
We smoke that dank, 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 dank. You smoke that just okay, okay.
How you been,
Our
bro?
shit,
I feel like we ain't seen each other in a minute.
I've been having ups and downs, man. I was on a streak of like really good luck, and whenever that happens, I always be like, something bad finna happen. You can always tell like shit is going too well, bro. Something bad is finna happen, and I told myself I was gonna get out of that because it's kind of like questioning your blessings, but some bad shit end up happening, and then immediately after that, my luck went right back up. So I guess I'm all right right now.
Damn, it's like luck stock.
Looks like it's like Palantir on luck.
And it's funny because like I'm like imagining what you're saying, the convergence of your good luck to the like, I don't know, like event in which something bad happens, right? Like when it intersects, like oh damn, that's where all my shit, you know. But you like it meets you, like it's like you don't know you about to get jumped.
You never
And
knew
then
it.
you just walk out the store, and then you look to your left, and it's a fist in your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they meet you right there. But I hope it's not that extreme of a.
Oh, nah, it ain't that extreme, but
Is it like?
you know, ups and downs, man.
That's cool. That's cool.
We good though.
The weed good? What you smoking?
I'm smoking a mixture between Viva Sativa, Sour D, and some random ass Maui Wowie from somewhere.
Damn. So like that's the compilation of all the past few episodes.
Yeah.
The Maui Wowie, the Diva Sativa, the Beyonce strain.
Like, I don't know, it just keep ending up like that. Shout out PAC, fuck.
That's funny.
AKA Pack, whichever one you call it. Oh, you call it Pack, don't it?
Pac LA?
Yeah.
Pacific LA. I don't know what it's supposed to be, really.
I just been calling that shit PAC here. All the letters capital, goddamn it.
Ain't no dots, though. Ain't no dots in between.
Hey, you right. It ain't no dots, but fuck it.
It's not an acronym.
When I first pulled up, I was like, oh shit, PAC. Fuck it.
But it's like the Mac. Or, you know.
It's like the Mac.
You know, so like MAC, like, you know, SEC.
Something to think about.
Yeah. You know about that, though. That's
Oh
Alabama.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's-
SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
all
best
y'all
conference
got.
in football.
That's all y'all got down there.
Hey, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia.
Now, all y'all got is football. Just like, yo, that's
All we got
our
is football.
export.
We definitely got football.
Like, that's our greatest export. But hey, it's exciting to be back on the show. You know what I mean? Smoking some dope. Oh, I'm smoking Wyatt's World. I forgot what it was called, but this is from a place called Atrium Dispensary here in Sherman Oaks.
Atrium, that sound expensive as hell.
You know, the ounce was 118. You know, and that's the lowest ounce I've been able to cop recently. You know, and it
118, but it up, all right.
yeah, like little smalls and shit. It was all green and shit, busting out the pack. So yeah, you know,
Oh shit, that shit smoking.
right? Yeah,
This shit smoking a little bit, yo.
put some hair on your chest. So I guess we can get right into it. We got some topics. You know what I like about this is that we talk about a lot of like weed, like obviously it's the slow burn show. We smoke weed, but we talk a lot about just experiences that you forget that you have, like smoking weed. Like you just kind of forget all, especially when you have smoked before it was legal. You used to forget all the like different aspects of like purchasing and like hiding it, all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess kind of to piggyback off our conversation from last episode, in whatever scenario, have you ever needed to return weed or refuse weed? You be like, nah. Like you pull up, okay, like, yo, what's up? And be like, yeah, I got this. Like, okay, weigh it out for you. You be like, nah, man, I'm sorry. Like, you're sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm not sorry. Like, no, bro. Like, what is this bullshit? What happened? What happened to the last week? You be like, oh man,
That
like,
shit gone,
that shit
bruh.
gone, bro. It's
That
not
shit
the
gone,
same.
bruh. But this shit smoking too, though.
Here, I'll give you more. Like, yeah,
I threw a little something extra.
yeah. It's like, here, let's smoke a blunt with it first. Yeah, I'll smoke you out. Like, you really selling this?
Yeah. If you ever got to sell something that hard, it's something wrong with it.
What about you though? You
But,
ever had to?
I don't think coming from where I'm from, niggas just really don't play that type of shit anyway. They can turn into something different. But I kind of had a rule. I'm not gonna buy too much from you if I ain't never shopped with you. Like, I'm not gonna buy a half. Shit, back then I probably wouldn't even buy a quarter from your ass without at least shopping with you a few times so you don't run into that. But I ain't never returned it. But I have gotten bud that I wasn't happy with. You just kind of smoke it and never shop with them again.
I feel you. I feel you. So you just eat it.
Yeah, you just eat it, bro. If it's under $20, you're already doing some illegal shit anyway. It's like, how you gonna return some illegal shit? That's like buying stolen goods from somebody and you end up realizing something wrong with it.
What about the dispensary? Can you return
One
it to the dispensary?
time, I've only returned bud one time at a dispensary, and it was all their fault because it was moldy, and it was clearly moldy. Like, well, it went too clearly moldy because I smoked or something already. But yeah, I looked at the
They're
bud.
gonna give your lungs spider mites.
Facts, like asbestos or some shit. But yeah, I was breaking it apart, and you could see like kind of like substance in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's clearly moldy.
Yeah, that's not good. No
Yeah.
bueno.
And they just swapped it out for me. It would have been nice if they threw me an extra 3.5. I probably should have complained more, made a scene, but yeah, that's my only experience returning weed.
Made a scene.
Yeah, you make a scene.
No, cause hell no. Look at this shit. Go to another customer. Look at this shit. Would you smoke this shit? She won't even smoke this shit.
yeah,
Don't
but-
even give her a chance to answer. She was like, I
I definitely should have made a scene, but I don't know, man. I really be trying not to be the angry black guy. Like, that's probably
fuck
not.
that. Push the stereotype. Where's
Right.
the owner?
Hey,
Who
you
grew
right,
this
man.
shit?
I be trying not to be the angry black dude in public, but that was one of the times I probably should have acted a fool.
Ain't nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. Fuck what these people think.
You right, man. You right.
But you said, oh yeah, you know where I'm from. Like you can't even consider returning
Hell
it.
no.
Or
You-
telling them like, cause if it's different when you be like, yo, I don't know how. Some people get served their weed differently. Some people somehow just don't get the chance to look at it. Sometimes people just are gonna put it in your hand and you just keep.
Oh,
walking.
I never used to get a chance to look at it.
Right. Instead of it being sold to you in front of you, right? Which is different. So you're saying the situation where like, okay, if somebody just gave it to you and you get back home and you don't want it, you're like, ain't no way in hell you going back there.
No, for one, I'm not making a drive. For two, like this shit is gonna sound horrible.
But
So
yeah, talk about the shit you said not in your city. Like, you know.
for one, this shit just conflict anyway. Like, I kid you not, bro. I had a situation like probably a month or two before I even moved out here. Got into it with somebody I've been knowing for a while, all because basically I said their edibles went in. I ain't even gonna get into detail because it ain't worth it, but that shit ended up escalating to somebody I've been knowing for years saying it was gonna smoke my ass over. Yeah.
Sensitive.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Over baked goods.
Over baked goods, bruh. So
Man.
yeah, I should have go left. I only buy large amounts or don't spend over $20 or whatever is an investment to you. Anything over $20 to me is an investment. Never spend,
Financial advice.
yeah, never spend more than $20 on some shit from somebody you ain't never shopped with, but you probably won't have to deal with that unless you in the South at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, new plug shit. I mean, you know, I guess in situations where I've needed to be a purveyor of the product, sometimes you would, if you got a lot from somebody, you do got to be questioned and be like, yo, if you have to sell that,
Facts.
you gonna have to say something. Like, it's your business, it's your money, and if you can't move it, you are losing money. So you gonna have to say something. You know what I mean? Now, you just got to know your
You gotta know who you're shopping with.
know your audience. You got to know your congregation, because
dude, I was shopping with, for one, like I said, we've all had our people we've only kind of shopped with. You know, you sprinkle every now and then some new people, but you got to build that relationship where your folks to tell you, hey, man, this shit ain't smoking like that off top. You know, it'd be like, shit, I sell it to you for this. This shit ain't even smoking like that, but
Yeah.
you can make some money off of it, bro. You know, shit like that.
yeah, I'm like, no, I can't.
Hey, you can. Somebody sell you as an ounce for $50.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you'll make some money.
Yeah,
for sure.
you'll make some money.
You'll make some money, but you never should feel right selling people bullshit.
You just got to tell them the same story your bud man told you. Be like, hey,
look, like,
hey, bro, this sack on like 2.5.
The pipeline, man, is just right now. The chronic not coming through right now.
But
Like,
he
come
got
on.
caught with 100 pounds.
That was the pack that was supposed to hit our hood.
I know you
but
seen the news. I know you should have sit on ABC.
It's like, really? You telling me that was the only pack?
He was the plug.
He was him, 100 pounds. Hey, that'll fuck up a whole
That's so funny.
hemisphere. That'll fuck up a whole
That should have fucked up all of Birmingham.
whole economy. Like, goddamn, nobody.
For real.
Nobody
In
got
fact,
it.
the shit has happened before.
A true drought. That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember a few droughts in Birmingham. Absolutely.
But I don't think I've ever experienced a drought.
Nah, we definitely experienced a drought with some just bad blood be floating around the city because somebody got jammed up.
Everybody's sick,
Yeah.
man.
Good old days. Y'all don't have to deal with this shit. Y'all got dispensaries now.
Hell yeah. Walk into Walgreens, cop an eighth. Hopefully, shit. Walgreens, man. Y'all need to open up a fucking. You already got the pharmacy, you know. Had a little dispensary section. I don't know. They might be a conservative company. You never know. They old.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
the logo's red.
CVS, you read too, right?
It's just gonna have to be a whole nother pharmacy for real to just kind of cater to that.
All in one place.
Yeah,
But I'm sure there's some regulations though, because like,
it'll have to be.
you know, you have like prescription drugs, people be abusing them and shit. I guess it can't be next to weed, like weed can't be next to alcohol and shit. Like it can't be in the same building, apparently, you know?
I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah, those are like
Damn.
some weird laws. They're like, yeah, you can't have both. It's like,
Shit, you need both sometimes. That bud will calm your ass down. I bet it'd be less bar fights if you could smoke at the bar.
facts. There's some places though that you can't smoke indoors because most places don't even let you smoke cigarettes indoors. So unless you go to like a private event that's people smoking in there, okay, that's different. But usually if there's a bar, they have a back patio. If they allow you to smoke, they cool.
That's what's
If they
up.
don't, then they whack. Because at that point it's like, you kicking me out for smoking weed in California outside on your patio. Like, what you think I'm gonna do? You know,
Hey, that's real. Do you? I know we got a few years apart. Do you remember when you used to can smoke inside?
smoke inside.
Yeah, the days of
Like
people being able,
cigarettes
yeah,
and shit?
smoking cigarettes inside.
I feel like maybe when I was in middle school or high school is when that stopped.
Yeah, I was.
At least in Michigan.
I want to say I was like in elementary school, but I remember people being able to just smoke everywhere, like
Yeah.
cigarettes. Yeah, times have really changed.
Especially in like going to diners and restaurants.
Diners
Like,
and
oh my
restaurants.
God.
That's what I remember.
Big Boy. Going to
at
Big Boy.
Applebee's for me. I ain't never heard of Big Boy. That's a chain or just a regular restaurant?
It's a chain. It's a big ass boy with. You ever seen Austin Powers?
Yeah.
And you know the in Austin Powers, there's like he's like in the capsule and it's inside of a big ass big boy, and it's like a big ass little boy who holding a burger.
Oh,
and shit.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, I ain't been through a big boy in a minute. Yo, dig deep into your brain for that.
Yeah. Shit, I was always around cigarette smoke. That's probably one reason why I used to smoke cigarettes. My granddad smoked cigarettes his whole life.
Yeah, my grandma used to smoke cigarettes. But shout out to my grandma. She quit. So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That shit hard. My granddad never
Yeah.
quit before he passed away.
yeah, she quit maybe within the last 5 to 6 years.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I still got my granddad last box of cigarettes. That shit crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Recipes granddaddy.
RP. What brand?
Marlboros. The
Nice.
fucking white box.
Nice.
And he didn't smoke menthols. So
White
my
and
first
gold?
white and gold, yeah.
Yep.
My first experience with a fucking cigarette was his cigarettes with no menthol, and that shit was fucking terrible.
Smoke
Trying to
like
be
a
cool,
cowboy.
trying to be like my granddad. And he was like a fucking cowboy. He used to wear cowboy hats and shit, and cowboy boots, and he have a fucking snakeskin belt buckle and shit.
Black coffee and raw tobacco.
Black coffee every fucking day. Black coffee.
That's funny, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to your granddad.
For real. But it's crazy how you see that shit and kind of like, because I always, at first I was one of the people like, bro, you know smoking gonna kill you. It said on the box. Like, that shit can cause cancer. But
Yeah.
watching my granddad smoke and that shit seemed to really, like, if you know something bad for you, you still see somebody do it every day, it got to be something good to it. So started smoking menthols when I got older and had to get off them shits.
Yeah. I mean, even just the feeling of smoke is called, like, they say oral cessation. It's like, that's the biggest thing. Because that's why I like to smoke. And that's probably why I like to, that is why I like to keep my tolerance up and smoke a lot. Is because I could like to smoke, you know. And I'm like, well, because I would smoke blacks, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, or when, because you didn't have access to weed like that all the time. So I would smoke blacks to kind of like sort of supplement that. But then it's like, it's not good for you. So
You still smoke the occasional black and mild?
nah, I feel like I ain't smoked a black in like probably since I moved out here.
Damn.
Honestly.
I smoked one the other day. I like if I'm in public, like from the South, I still feel kind of shook, like just smoking bud in public, like some of y'all do out here. So, you know, I put this shit in a black and mild if I'm walking, you know, just in case the police want to profile me, you know.
You put the weed in the black and mild?
All day long.
What the
Got stuff
fuck?
that hoe. What you mean?
Bro, we do not put weed in the black
Shit,
and mild, bro.
hey.
You
When
dump
we
the
used
black
to-
and mild and you repacked it with weed.
When we used to be in the club, I kid you not, I done did it a million times. I've been around folks a million times who done stuffed that hoe, stuffed the black and mild full of bud.
Man,
What's worse? Is grabber worse? If we got people putting grabber in the joint, what's the difference between smoking a black and mild with no
I just
tobacco
feel like
in
every
it?
time I've had the weed and the tobacco, weed in the black and mild, not any other tobacco and weed combination, but weed in the black and mild experience to me has always been trash. I feel like it's always was the waste of weed.
I'm gonna come in this hole with the weed and the black and mild.
We ain't smoking a black and mild.
No, we gonna
I don't want this house
I'm gonna
smelling
force
like
smoke your ass.
smelling like fucking red wine. And,
Smell like Club 231 in this bitch.
Hell no, man. Oh shit. Well, speaking of like, cause you brought up, you know, family and your influence, your grandpa's influence. How about when you have kids and we will leave the conversation off cigarettes or tobacco, but would you let your kids smoke? Like, and how would you introduce it? Their age?
I had some thoughts on it, but now that I'm sitting here and I'm smoking and I'm off of edible right now, I just thought about something else. By the time my kid is old enough to smoke, how I picture it now, it's going to be totally different 15, 16 years from now. We seeing how fast the world moving. So with that being said, I'm really thinking the number just going to get lower and lower for acceptance of it.
Where's that number now?
Right now, probably around senior year high school. We can have that talk. If you know, senior year high school, I'm assuming I'm gonna have a pretty bright kid. Like, that just how I view it, goddamn. I'm gonna have a smart ass kid. My mom was a teacher. She instilled that in me. Grace was important. So this shit gonna be important in my household. So you're gonna be smart enough to move. Hopefully, I'm still out here in California. You're gonna be smart enough to move around with the weed. Well, the bud. So I'm thinking, senior year, maybe 17, 18-ish. If you a freshman in high school or sophomore in high school, absolutely not, because you can still get jammed up and in trouble. But by your senior year, the teachers don't be tripping like that. I remember how it was my senior year. I was making good grades. They like, oh, he all right, he finna be up out this hole anyway. We ain't gonna just ruin his life. Yeah.
I mean, well, so how would you introduce it?
They would have to come to me and show interest, or I'll have to smell it on them. I don't think it'd just be some like the sex talk that we just have to have. But your kid might not even be interested in that shit. They're gonna have to show me they got some interest in it, and when they do, then it'll be time to have the talk. I'm not just, unless they see me or smell me, and then we'll talk about it. Hopefully that don't happen too young. But I'm gonna say, hey, this is a responsibility. This is some shit that can get you jammed up. This is something that can get you in trouble. Don't ever smoke behind nobody you don't know. If we having issues like fentanyl now, ain't no telling what's gonna be going on later. Like this shit, I'm just be like, just smoke with me if you want to smoke, and we're gonna have to do it rationally. Like we're gonna have to do it, every now and then, and I'm gonna show you how to be responsible with this shit.
I dig it.
And I'm gonna try not to be misogynistic, and I'm gonna apply that same logic to my daughter or my son, whichever one I have.
Or whatever they choose to identify as.
Oh, you serious?
I'm serious. It's the future.
You serious? Shit.
15.
That ain't my future. That ain't the future of my household. Shit.
You can't control that.
Hey. I
but
believe
sometimes we need to strain for the things we can't control.
People say you can't control stuff, but I do believe kids are easily influenced. Like, even if you can. We're not gonna have this conversation.
We're not gonna do this. We can go off pot. but okay, so in terms of the kids smoking, I'm thinking, and I'm not gonna get you canceled.
Yeah, man, not today. Maybe next week or some shit.
So it's twofold for me, because smoking is obviously not good for you in general. Like, smoke itself is not good for you. It's not good for the developing body either, human body, because, if they're 16, 17 smoking, and I'm going at this in a rational way. 16, 17 smoking, you, first of all, your brain's not finished developing and your body's not finished developing. Usually around 24, 25 is when men and women usually sort of hit their like developmental stage of like everything's grown to where it needs to be grown to. You know what I mean? Other than just like regular fucking body maintenance and shit. So to me, there's one part. It's like, okay, maybe in the future, smoking is still probably going to be a problem. I think maybe the idea of kids being able to eat edibles, or kids, minors, teenagers, I don't know. It's just like so weird to say, but maybe like in certain places you can have wine at dinner, you know what I mean, or whatever, if you're like a teenager or whatever. But if you're having edibles, that makes sense. But like smoking is like, okay, that's actually bad for you in a different way than just marijuana, because marijuana is necessarily bad for you.
It's not.
But the smoking is going to be bad for you. So I don't necessarily know if I want you to smoke. You know what I mean? Because I want you to be healthy. I want you to have great lungs. And maybe when you 18 and I can't control you, then it don't even matter anymore. Well, this is ideals, because we can't control anything. If they decide they want to smoke anyway at 16 or 17 or 12, who knows? They'll end up doing it if that's what they do and want to do. You can obviously have your own methods of raising your kids, and hopefully whatever you instill in them, that is productive in a way that they make good choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever that means in that moment. But I probably would only be open to it. Like, I would have the conversation I don't know what age I would have the conversation. Maybe like 10 or 11, because that's when I first started knowing about drugs. And be like, yo, this is what drugs are. This is what they do to you.
Did it sound good to you? Or did it sound scary to you?
I don't know if I can really remember. I remember though, before, like, it was a while before I always thought smoking weed was not cool. Like, I thought, oh, like, doing pills and smoking weed's not cool. Like, I'm sober. You like, you know what I mean? Like, not like I was a dare kid, but like, I would be like, no, I don't want that. Like, oh, whatever. You know, I don't want to be here now. Like, you're not even curious? No. Like, whatever.
Now look at you.
Now look at me. Smoking on the weed.
Got a fucking weed podcast.
Yo, and this, you don't know what's in here.
It's green too.
It's my cup. Don't worry about what's in my cup.
One of the best quotes.
Come on, man.
Don't worry about what's in my cup. It's my cup.
But no, I'm just saying, like, it would be difficult to just let them. It would be difficult to just approve it, specifically smoking. I might consider the other methods, you know. And if they have already smoked because they hanging out with people who smoke and something, then I was like, okay, then I smell it on you. Okay, now we need to have a talk or da-da-da. Because you already gonna know that I smoke.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna know. But you don't smoke. This is my house. You don't get to smoke. Like, unless I know and tell you that you can smoke. Because it's my house.
Damn.
But if you don't obey my rules, I can't control that anyway. So I still need to most likely meet your child halfway. So it's a weird.
Yeah, millennials different parents, bro. Yeah. She can be different.
I mean, the reality is, like, they not gonna be kids forever. You know, you want to have a good relationship, and you don't want to, like, be a hypocrite. But you also don't want to be.
It's hard
stupid.
not to be when you're raising a kid, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you smoking in front of them, then telling them you can't because I pay the bills here.
Yeah, but there's a lot to get to between. Say I have a child next year. I'm 30. Next year, 31. There's a lot to get to between 16 and 31.
Yeah.
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? There's a lot to get to between 16 and 21. 21 to 30. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like you can't, like, I am a god to you right now. Like, you can't compete. You can't understand how much experience comes with living life, almost getting caught, having that pack on you, and you gotta pretend like everything is cool in front of the cops. You know what I mean? Like, hoping they don't find something somewhere. You like that's a reality. But depending on where I live, when I raise my kids, it's gonna be somewhere that's legal. Just because I ain't trying to, like, because I'm gonna smoke. I ain't trying to go. You know, I ain't trying to go to jail. So I'm gonna set myself up to make sure that I'm somewhere it's legal. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. We all say what we would do, but I guess that's just how I feel now.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah, without kids.
We gonna see.
I mean, shit. Are we? Who knows, man?
Hey, yeah, we gonna see. You gotta be optimistic, man. We're gonna make it.
Bro.
We're gonna live long enough to have kids and see what we're gonna do when they decide to start burning it down. Yeah.
That's true. Man, I'm really high.
I'm decently high.
I'm pretty fucking stoned. I'm not gonna lie.
My edible never kicked in.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's like. Ooh, this is a dark one. That's like when the rocket is trying to get to the moon, but it blows up in the atmosphere.
Or it hit that shield.
But an unmanned rocket, like a rocket with nobody on it, one of those.
It hit that shield up there.
Elaborate. Please elaborate. Because I don't want to jump to a subject.
I'm just talking shit, man.
No. Tell us about the shield. Where
I'm
does
just
this come
talking
from?
shit, man.
Where the shield come from, bro?
That's the next 5, man.
Oh, that's funny.
Try not to hit that shield.
Right, y'all. Hey, that's our pod. We appreciate y'all listening always. You already know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Like it, comment, shit, throw a fire emoji. That's what everybody do when they just want to like support. You know what I mean? Just throw the fire emoji in there. Share it if you really, you know, fuck with us. Shit.
Argue with us, you know, we could do that.
Yeah. Clip it. Shit, make fun of us if you need to. Then we'll talk shit about you on the next episode. It'll be fun. Anyway, you got any last words?
Keep smoking, man.
Hell yeah. Keep smoking, y'all.
We smoke that dank, 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 dank. You smoke that just okay, okay.